Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is the second game, and it happened to be a 2v2 with me being the judge. JM stands for judge mode, and that's gonna be me. I'm gonna judge the hell out of these guys. And then post it on YouTube and make fun of them. That's my master plan. All for the content. Nice teams here. Revan and Hedy and Cat and Som, all frequent players in the Zen Edition. I see them quite often. So yeah. Let's see what's going on here. This may take some time to start, so I'm gonna just keep talking, I guess. Okay, Hady's ready. Probably. And hopefully it's not gonna lag. I see his ping spiking a bit, which should not be a big of the problem. I'm really hoping that, these videos are being recorded properly, because OBS allows me to record in nice quality, nice video size, file size, and I also use the microphone, which is upgraded with OBS filters, and I'm hoping that it sounds good right now. Let me know in the comments if it's good or not, because to me it sounds good, and if I'm going to be watching the recording, I'll say it's good, but maybe to you as a viewer of mine, it's not going to sound good. So just let me know how it is. How's the format of this? Should I post more? Because, this is not going to be a frequent thing, as I'm busy with other stuff, but it's nice to have this recorded from time to time. All right, we got two teams, Som and Hedy together, which is red and blue. Both are, okay, Hedy is serpent and Som is dragon. Next team, team 2, we got Revan and Cat. Cat is serpent and Revan is Lotus, as that's his favorite clan. Let's see how the game is going to open. The map is Watering Hole, which is, well, as you probably might have already guessed from the name, it puts an emphasis on the water that is right like in the center on all of the sides. Left center, middle center, and then right center. It's all about the water on this map, and if you take control of it, you are at a huge advantage and you can win the game. But then again, the map is open on all sides, so you can go here to here, from here to here, and from here to here, and you can go diagonally, and you can go like this, horizontally and vertically, and it's open. It's very open. Revan is rushing Acolytes, which, well, they are the fastest unit of the Lotus right now, and they are good as scouts, they are good melee units. So it's a good rush opener. Cat is rushing swords, which is, team synergy wise, it is not a good idea. But Hedy is also making crossbows here, so swords are effective against crossbows. You already see him at yellow hit points, but Hedy has better micro control, so he has all the chances to win this. And he can make bandits to hard counter swords, which would be the wisest idea in here. And the Revan ran into spearmen, and spearmen hard counter acolytes. So Revan is not gonna have a good time even if he micros well. Tom is making a mistake, however, of using peasants to fight, because he doesn't need to do that. But, to each their own. He's experimenting. He will learn the hard way that losing peasants like that, or like having them fight instead of collecting resources, is not a good strategy unless it's like an emergency. In that case, if it's an emergency and if you see that you can take enemy units down with peasants, you should do that. Som is losing the pace by, those peasants. He could have just trained Kabuki or more spearmen, but he stopped production of the units which is his demise. Because Revan is keeping up his production, and he will simply outnumber Som. But if Som picks up the pace and makes kabukis, it's gonna be problematic. Som, again, attacking with peasants, can probably take this one. Yeah, he will take this one, but then he's gonna lose the peasants easily, and then that spearman, and then that chemist. Let's see what's happening on the bottom right now. And the cat is actually defending herself. Yes, in case you are not aware, Cat is an e-girl. I'm having too much fun narrating this game. Yes, and I must remind that this is real-time recording, so I'm recording as I'm watching this game. Let's see what's happening. Cat is making the same mistake as Som right here, which is using peasants where they don't have to be used. You shouldn't go far away from your rice like this. You should keep up the unit production. She got outnumbered, and that's with even crossbows, who cast useful poison on affected enemies, and poison slows enemies down as well as taking a bit of their health. So Hades simply outplayed here, Cat, and she might receive support from Revan, and that's a good decision on Revan's part, as he basically took down Som. Hades is, however, not to be underestimated, and he can even put up a huge fight against two players at once, which is he actually is doing right now. You see, he took them all down. He is going for the kill. But Revan keeps supplying acolytes, and acolytes are stronger than swordsmen, which Hades understands and backs away a little until he can come up with more units, or maybe even bandits. Revan, however, is not losing time and going for the kill. He's probably gonna come from two sides. He's taking down the huts, which is important because it's gonna stop Som from producing peasants at this spot. Okay, Cat is doing this little queue of peasants. Never do that. Never do these queues. Always train at once. There should not be any waiting here. Okay, Revan is commanding Cat to go for Hades. And we got a little skirmish here now on this side. And because of how many units Revan has in here, it's gonna be problematic for our friends Red and Blue. Som and Hades, respectively. Spearmen are pretty good. Hades is able to build the tower, and he's gonna use the power, which is not gonna do much, I guess, because we don't have enough units. Okay, we do have enough units, okay. It's a little bit hard to understand. Look at how many corpses are in here. And yes, this is an emergency, and the tower charge is used. I'm reminding you that Serpent's tower charge lowers the armor of enemies. So then you use the charge. It's a good idea to use peasants for fighting, because we are gonna do increased damage. And since peasants do piercing damage, which is universal, they are gonna be effective in any situations. What is happening right now? Som has a good idea in mind, which is building the fireworks factory and going for whirling spear. But for some reason, he is not finishing the building. Maybe he panicked. I don't know, but it would be a better idea to finish the building and just, use these spearmen to get the battle gear. Instead, he keeps training the spearmen, which is also not a bad idea, but he's gonna get outnumbered easily. But spearmen are still able to defend because they resist cutting, which swordsmen are, and acolytes as well. So this is not going to go anywhere for Cat and Revan. They can keep supplying units, but they are gonna lose, because we are getting countered simply by the spearmen, by the tower, and soon by whirling spear. Which is why we have to change their tactics. Cat is building the tower here, which is not the best idea, because right now she is attacking, And if you're attacking, there's no point to build the tower. And also, the placement is quite weird, if you ask me. Let's see what Revan is doing, and he's not doing much as well. He should already be advancing for Crypt, which is, they are hunkering down here. This is becoming a turtling game. They are setting up their defenses. Hades helping some build the fireworks factory, which is a wise decision on his side. Props to Hades on this one. Som is finally able to train his spearmen, and they are acquiring a devastating battle gear for swordsmen and for acolytes. Acolytes are gonna resist it better, but they are still gonna suffer. See, that was good. And now the enemy team, which is Cat and Raven, they know that the whirling spear is there. And that's the moment where you realize you have to stop giving them 3 yin-yang points. Stop sending your army here so they don't die like this. The attack is lost, the moment is lost. You have to go back, you have to advance and do more stuff. Tom is actually rebuilding in the top right corner, which is also interesting, as he had Alchemist Hut and Dojo here. Very nice, very interesting how this game unravels. I'm quite interested in how this is gonna go. This tower is not even a bad idea anymore because of how fast we lost the attack moment. But the problem is there's nobody on the tower, and there's no ranged unit to put on a tower, so it will have to be maybe a peasant, hopefully not a swordsman. Cat understands that, and she's making the alchemist hut to get some musketeers, and the musketeers on tower are pretty good. Not against these guys, I guess. No, actually they are good against spearmen in the Zen edition, because spearmen have no explosive resistance, but they have a blunt resistance. So if there was a cannoneer, they would take reduced damage. Some, with jukes, with dodges, they are going straight through this center path and right into Revan's base. And he is losing the entire base because there is no way for him to defend this. They are simply outnumbered. All these spearmen are charged with the whirling spear. It's death. Revan, though, sends some acolytes to top right to kill the peasants and take down the hut again. Some fights going on in here. Hades going for the horses. Wise idea. And they are gonna have the ultimate advantage of horses and whirling spear, and they just need the siege to effectively dispose of the buildings. And the siege can be either chemist, especially with the Starburst battle gear, Starburst rockets. It could be raiders. It could be upgraded cannoneers. They have all the arsenal to take down Cat and Revan. However, our cuties here, not losing any time. Revan probably just being salty right now. Get cannons. Get cannons, he's saying, and mug. And he's saying that because cannons resist whirling spear, and mugs, they take away enemy battle gears. So mugs are effective against whirling spear, so they can steal the whirling spear ability from spearmen, so that renders them useless, which is why mug is important. Raiders, probably not a very good idea in here right now. If they could be trained into running, maybe they are a good idea, provided you can rob the spearmen of their ability, so runners don't die to whirling spear. However, if she goes with the metal shop and disposes the caltrops, which is Raider's ability, those little spiky things on the ground, which are effective against horses and pretty much any unit, that could be a good idea. But she doesn't have the Sharpshooters Guild to build the metal shop, so that's not going to be a thing right now. A little skirmish going on here. I guess Revan stole the stamina of the spearmen, and they all died here, because disease is useful. and Cat helped him, and I'm not sure why so many units lost on Som's part. Should have retreated, and just like that, Revan has acquired his base again. He got his base back, and he doesn't have to run back and forth and, use this ineffective resource gathering scheme. And here we go. Cat is building the Sharpshooters Guild. She can train Ronin, she can go for Caltrops and Raiders are actually not gonna be bad here, because they can burn buildings, they can run fast here and there, and they can, it's a good unit to have right now. And let's look at what blue and red have here, which is Hades horses, swordsmen on horses, huge area of effect damage, raiders as well to dispose of the buildings, a little bit of reckless move, but it's fine. Hedy is protecting the raiders with the horses. Som is just training Whirling Spear, which is not a bad idea, actually. Let's see what... As Cat doesn't have any mugs, she's gonna lose the entire army here. And so she did. Good Whirling Spear by Som. However... Okay, yeah, Hedy is going for the tower. Okay, one raider sadly got shot by the musketeer that never misses. Revan is going for what right now? He is building deceased ones with the ability, as you see the dead peasant here. Uncleans the so-called vomit boys. Yeah, we see the whale, double whale used on a single raider. Probably not the best idea. But they can recover easily as he's staying on his base. Hedy is trying to seize the opportunity here with the horses and maybe attack and trample the uncleans, but it is a huge gamble. It is a risky move because the deceased right now, they are armed with the whale, which is gonna dismount all the swordsmen. Where are the swordsmen? Okay, they are here now. And the whale is like anti-horse weapon, and the unclean has the ghoul to slow enemy units down, and clean has the sentry, which is also gonna dismount horses. Basically, this right here is like full anti-horse arsenal, anti-cavalry, if you wish. So, yeah. Som keeps training spearmen with Whirling Spear. How many we have here? This is going to be 7, 8, and 9. That's a lot of spearmen with Whirling Spear. He should switch up his composition, probably get geishas. Oh, we have the bathhouse right here, actually. And make a siege, maybe, with the chemists. Or go for archers. All the doors are open. So now what we are seeing here is a little bit of, like a pause from the early stage. Right now, a little bit of stagnation going on, but Hedy is still attacking. He burned the buildings down here. And this is effective burning because the buildings are here, right? And the water source is there. So the peasants, they have to go all the way here to extinguish the buildings. Luckily, extinguishing is easy. And what's going on right now? This is a little bit of a pathing issue in the game, which has been in there since forever and is difficult to fix, I'm telling you as a developer. But he's able to extinguish one building. I remind you that, you see, they have stages, and when they reach next burning stage, they drop more embers, and embers can set other buildings on fire. Or just like that. So extinguishing may not be effective. So the more time the building is burning, the more potentially dangerous it is for the entire base. So you want to extinguish it as soon as possible. One building is definitely going down. Embers missed all the other buildings. So Raven is fine. Crypt is burning, but it's near the water, so it's easy to extinguish. But here, Hades is here again. This guy, he is just everywhere. He's burning again, but this time, as I was saying, location matters, and this is not a very effective burning because the water source is right here. So it would be more effective to go to the top again and burn this. And maybe even burn Cat's base. Here or here. This is good. All are good targets. Let's see what Som is doing right now. We are seeing some chemists in here. Chemists are good. The tower is gonna die from just 2 chemists with starburst rockets. Oh my god, that's Royal Academy. And the fireworks factory is right here. And yes, Som is acquiring the mass stun concussion smash from the Guardian, which is extremely useful, extremely effective against everything because it stuns unit. However, if he attacks this now, he's gonna die. Actually, no, because he has 9 spearmen. And even the cannoneers who resist magic, they are gonna have a bad time against those whirling spear. But since there's a tower and there's a lot of cannoneers here, they can actually kill all the spearmen with no problem. So what we have right now is Lotus hasn't quite reached the power spike, but Lotus becomes extremely dangerous once the crypt is up, once the abilities on tier 2 units are there. Extremely useful multi-tool. Serpent acts as a skirmisher and, damage dealer. And Dragon, for example, is a support, but because he has the stun, because he has the concussion smash, he can disable Lotus and act as a huge support to the skirmisher, which is Hades, whose role is to deal damage, which is he is doing right now, but I'm not sure why they are separated. Same as Cat is separated from Raven. Hedy used some mugs, but this is exactly what I was talking about when I brought up. Exactly what I was talking about. When I brought up the unclean ones and the deceased ones. If the tower is made, if it's gonna be completed, which it is gonna be completed, Hedy will not be able to penetrate this. There's no point to be attacking here, and you would want to go through the center or through the bottom, which could be easy to go through the chemist with the whirling spear, and Raven would have a hard time reaching Cat's base and helping in time, because it takes a bunch of time for Lotus units to move somewhere, which is its greatest disadvantage of the clan. So, yeah, right now, Hedy, I guess he is insistent on attacking the top, which he shouldn't be, or maybe he's not insistent anymore. And he's moving down, and probably to help. Oh my god, what happened here? I was just... Oh my lord.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Why?
I was just talking, being, invested in talking, and I missed a very crucial moment in the game, which is Cat's army, half of Cat's army dying to the whirling spear and concussion smash at once, I guess. And this is where you take the moment and keep the advance, keep the attack. This is where you seize the opportunity. You destroyed half of the army of the enemy, and you can rush in and do some real damage. But Som is not doing that, and he's going back. He recharged the concussion smash already, and the stamina on the spearman is here again. They can go again. Hedy is trying to disarm the mines, which he can't see, by the way. They are very well hidden. But he knows they are there because of the explosions that happen. And let's see, he has 3 Yang points, and he's not using it for anything, I'm guessing. Dragon warriors are here, which are good against cannoneers. And they have a fire sword from the fireworks factory, probably. I can't see that. And that is effective against the towers, of course. I'm not sure if Som is gonna do anything about the upgrades. He probably should. Could upgrade the health of the dragon warriors, Kabuki and Samurai, with the dragon's heart technique. But maybe he's saying, okay, he used it for something, and I can see for what, because the game is old and doesn't show this in the spectator mode. But yeah, I'm assuming, since I see the flames here, it is the upgrade for Guardian, probably health. Yeah, it just finished. Health for Guardian, so they have more health, and that means they are left with less. They are left with more health if they use the concussion smash. Okay, a little bit of English language complications here. Yeah. Let's see what's happening. The advance from Revan, which is a good idea, because he has everything. A little bit of reckless acolytes, but he protects them with the battle gear, which I don't remember the name of for some reason. Probably all the stress I am under right now because of the commenting in real time. Revan is successful in his advance, and as cleans our siege units, he can effectively dispose of the buildings. And his advance is supported by the towers. This is where our team of red and blue has to go and attack the bottom. Because the slow advance, slow Lotus creeping up on our friends right here, it is dangerous. It is dangerous. If they attacked here right now, they could have taken all of this down. And that would put Lotus in a stressful situation. We see them right here. Not too far from the Lotus, which is, I guess, their plan is to stun the Lotus, is to rob of the battle gears, and then trample to completely kill. But Revan has a little bit of scouting here. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna shut. Sentry has a huge range, so this is gonna be a little bit problematic, but Teddy here doesn't know where to go. Everything is in Lotus. Everything is Lotus land. But still, Lotus is resistant. Channelers now to support the health. The robbed battle gears can be recovered by eating the enemy corpses now in Zen Edition. So Revan can recover from this. Storm did not seize the opportunity with Whirls the first time, so he's coming late, and this is not useful. He lost all the stamina right now because of the deceased whale. Very reckless, but Hedy is here to offer some help. Should finish the deceased ones, should just fight in melee instead of going back and forth. Okay, no, you should go back here because of the vomit, because of the rotting pool from deceased. As you see, Lotus is difficult to take down if you are like trying to face tank them right here, like this. But strictly because Storm has a lot of units He outnumbers. And he can take this and kill the Lotus. So Revan is now set aback big time. He has no units. He is gonna be recovering. He's gonna be retraining everything. But, he might have foreseen this situation happening and unfolding. And that's why he built the towers a couple minutes back. Let's see what's happening at the bottom right now. We have Cat doing some damage with big guns, with cannoneers. But she's also standing in one place, which she shouldn't, and she has 2 Ying points, which she could use either for the siege upgrade or for the range upgrade. And where she goes? Slow advance from her. Going back now because receiving damage on these cans. Little bit of cute communication going on between our two. Oh my god, Revan right now building the kip, which he was saving up for, which he had been saving up for. Good idea. This is a game changer right here. Yvain, Zymeth, Izil, Kirill, everyone's gonna put our guys here in a hard situation. Som, on the other hand, is not changing his strategy. So he has Whirling Spear here, he has Whirling Spear there. Just a couple geishas, a bit of Concussion Smash, and 2 Dragon Warriors, which 1 Dragon Warrior, which I'm not sure what he is for. And Hedy, also going for the kip, and this is also a game changer in a way that the chances are evened out again because Serpent has Vetkin. The first hero that's gonna be summoned against Lotus here is Vetkin. But Lotus is still gonna be stronger here in this encounter. Yvain now coming, and Hedy sees the Yvain, and Yvain is used recklessly. But, okay, Hedy is seizing the opportunity. He can't quite summon Vetkin yet because he doesn't have the rice and the water. Som coming to help. Good idea. Now the team knows that the enemy has Yvain. And a Cat should seize this opportunity. Oh my god, how many cannoneers here. She can just take this army and like face roll, steamroll everything in here. Okay, maybe not because of the Concussion Smash. But she could go help Revan and they would be unstoppable. They would be unstoppable. Hey Dusk, welcome back. You are an exclusive VIP first viewer that can hear me in real time and also see the game at the same time, and you know what I mean. I am proud of you that you are doing sports. So good job there. Healthy lifestyle for the win. And yeah, I need to lose some weight as well. I have reached 90 kilos and that's a bit too much. I'm gonna be working on that. Been too busy to lose weight. Cat is just constantly recharging mines. Okay, she had a lot of time given to her by Revan, who is unstoppably relentless and keeps applying pressure to the enemy team. And, Cat already has the Necromancer, the Spirit Warriors, the Mines, the Cannoneers, a lot of Cannoneers. And geishas now. This is a recipe for victory, as the witch from Winter of the Wolf expansion says. But it's not over. It's not over yet. If I were to, give you an analysis on chances of each team to win, the Lotus team, the Raven's team, it would probably be 60% right now, and our friends Serpent and Dragon here, Hades team, I'm gonna call it Hades team, and Raven's team. Hades team at 40% because they only have Vetkin right now and Viral and Concussion Smash to counterweight Lotus. And Cat is slowly advancing here, and Thom is playing like in 2 spots right now, which is it's always a disadvantage because it takes it halves, we can say it halves your focus in the game, and you won't be effective in 2 situations equally as if you were in 1, if what I'm saying making sense. And Cat here is making the advance. Thom is not confident enough to whirl and stun this. He had the opportunity, but he lost it right now. And I think Cat didn't plan. Okay, that was reckless. He's gonna just get obliterated by the cannonballs. Thom is in a bad position right now, and Cat understands that. She is thirsty for that blood, and she's going in for the kill. Thom is doing some damage, but it's not enough. Hedy understands some stun coming in. Cat sees the danger, and she's going back. Very tactical. Maybe not that back, but all it takes is 1 trample to kill everything in here. Everything from yellow is 1 trample. However, okay, no more mines. All mines are eaten by the Guardians. But Hedy is still unsure about this. Thom is just wasting army at this point. You should not go past this point. He went under the tower, he went into the minefield, and he died, and now there are zombies and geishas, and this is bad. Of course, Raven is seizing the opportunity, and he is attacking here, and again, now it's Hedy who is in 2 spots at once. And Cat got too confident, and Hedy seized that opportunity and trampled her army, and now she's left with a little, just a little. Very nice job by Hedy. Extremely great play from him this time. Very impressive. But since he, shifted that focus to this scenario, he now lost focus in this scenario, and Raven at this point is unstoppable. Because of Evane, because of Uncleans, because of his Zeal, who is also regenerating the stamina and health faster for the Lotus units. And Channelers are here, and then there's Deceased. Nothing can be done here, and if you haven't noticed, the keep, the blue keep, Hades keep, is gone as well, so Vetkin is here. If he loses Vetkin, he can't summon him anymore. That's gonna be the game changer. The moment he loses Vetkin, it's over. But if he's able to keep him alive, Vetkin and Shinja actually, then there's still something that can be done. Some regenerating Whirl again, and Whirl at this point is not effective because there are Cannoneers here, Uncleans here who resist the Whirl, and then there's Evane, and Deceased can disable Whirl. What would have been the best decision is to make the Guardians. But the Royal Academy is now lost to Lotus. As I was saying, the slow creep, the slow advance of the Lotus, it's devastating, it's terrifying, and it's stressful to be under. And this is why Raven has demonstrated why it is stressful and why it is dangerous. He can't be stopped, and he's just taking the bases bit by bit, piece by piece. He's being methodical about it and not just reckless. and at the same time he's motivating Cat. Let's see how it goes here. No stamina, soon gonna be freezed. All spearmen are dead. So you see, he got countered big time, as I was saying. It was not effective, and now he's gonna... Oh my god, Revan is merciless. This is just devastating. Hedy can't do anything with horses anymore. Everybody is now countering them. And this is pretty much over at this point. As you see, Som was making spearmen, then Whirl, in hopes that he can take a lot of enemy units, but this isn't a good example why you don't go Whirl at this stage of the game. Yeah, this is over, but very well played by both parties. Very enjoyable game to watch. Very enjoyable game to narrate for me. And I hope you will like it as well once I post it on YouTube. Hopefully the quality of the video and the audio is going to be fine. Oh my god, this freeze. We will see. For now, I'm just poking in the dark at this point. Who knows, maybe the software is not even recording. Or maybe it stopped because I don't have enough disk space. I wouldn't know. And I just noticed that the game has been going for 40 minutes. And that is crazy long. I hope I have the space for this. Good job. Good job to everyone. Revan MVP of the Team 2 and Hedy MVP of the Team 1. The statistics speak for themselves. And just like that, the game 2 is done. See you next time.